What's up, guys? Shmoney Gang, we are having a baby, and that is super huge. Welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Monet. If you don't know who I am, you're gonna get to know me today, and you're gonna get to know a lot about me super quickly. But in today's episode, it's super special, and I wanted to go ahead and get it out the way so that way I can share some great content with you guys about the pregnancy, about the journey, and all that good stuff. And I'm super excited to share that with you guys. I'm gonna go through my whole pregnancy story from the day I found out to finding out what the baby's gender was and why it's just super special, and it's so nice to be going through this journey, and I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me. So stay tuned. We're gonna jump right into my pregnancy story.
Yeah. Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy.
Finding out I was pregnant the day I found out. Let me actually give you guys a little backstory to how I was feeling that day. So to me, that day, I felt like there was flutters. Like I just had non-stop flutters in my stomach, and I'm just like, or butterflies you could call it. Either way, I just felt weird. And if you know me, you know I'm used to not feeling that way. I'm always out partying, I'm always out drinking with my friends or my family. Like I'm always having a good time. So this feeling this day was completely unexpected. This was actually the beginning of June that I found out, and I've kept this secret until recently. That way, you know, I had a chance to really enjoy and get used to being pregnant. So the day I found out was actually a really weird day. I was out and about and I was driving, and I was just like, man, I just keep getting all of these butterflies. Like they're nonstop, they're not going away. It's not that I'm hungry, I don't have to use the bathroom, I haven't been drinking, so it's not a hangover stomach. I just feel like something's off. So I kind of had an inkling that I was pregnant, like it was a thought, but I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. I was actually not in the greatest space with my boyfriend at the time. We had a pretty big argument, and we were actually on the train of breaking up. And one thing we had decided to do was, you know, let's go ahead and take a pregnancy test and see where we're gonna go from here. During that process, we went to the movies. We found a 24-hour Walgreens. I don't even think was it 24 hours? I think it was a 24-hour Walgreens. When we left the movies, it was super late. It was probably sometime after midnight. And my first thought was like, maybe we should take it the next morning. But, you know, if I am, it should show up on the test tonight. Let's not wait until the morning pee. We should go ahead and take it tonight, and you know, if it doesn't come back correct, we'll take it again in the morning and see what happens. But I was super impatient, he was super impatient, so as soon as I got home, as soon as we got back, we were ready to take the pregnancy test. Taking the pregnancy test was I've taken pregnancy test before, but this time just felt like it was different. So I'm literally using the bathroom. I am peeing on the stick. I'm sorry if it's TMI, but it's literally what happens when you take a pregnancy test, right? At least one of the ones that you use the bathroom with. So I am sitting on the toilet, and he comes bursting into the room, and he's like, the bathroom. I'm sorry. He comes bursting into the bathroom and he's like, let me read it first. And I'm like, no, I want to read it first. Why do you have to read it first? Let me read it. So we're sitting there literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like, who's gonna read it? Now, remind you, pregnancy tests, they really don't take that long. Couple minutes, not even. This test probably took a minute and a half. So he tries to grab the pregnancy test out of my hand while I'm still sitting on the toilet, and I'm like pulling it back. I'm not trying to give it to him. And while we're kind of, I don't want to say tussling over the test, but while we're kind of like yanking the test back and forth, I snatched it real quick and it literally popped up in my head, pregnant. And I'm just like, I look at him, he looks at me, and we're just like, wow. Like, it was literally a whole moment of wow. Like, we did not expect that. It was like, I did expect it, but I wasn't sure. Like, it's like you have that thought, but you're not really, I don't know. It was such a moment. I was in shock. I was excited. I honestly could not believe it. And it was probably the second happiest moment of my life, other than finding out I was pregnant with my son almost 8 years ago. So this was literally super special. I hurried up, finished up in the bathroom, and instead of enjoying the night of only us knowing, I had to make that first phone call. First phone call, I am calling my mother. And it had to be like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning at this point. I didn't care. I was so excited to share this news with her because she also knows how long we've been waiting for this. So, in the first pregnancy, I didn't really tell her until I was like 5 months, and she took it really hard. So this time I decided not to keep it a secret from her. My mom has to know immediately. So I run in the room, I grab my phone, I call my mom, and she's like super excited. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's been such a long time. How do you feel? And I'm like, I'm in shock. I can't believe it. I'm excited. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. So why not be excited about it? Of course I'm excited. Apparently I conceived at the beginning of June, and finding out was on, I want to say June 26th. So I wasn't really that far along yet, but still super exciting. I feel like as soon as I found out I was pregnant was when everything hit me. Shortly after that, I was just sick. Like, my whole first trimester, believe it or not, I was sick unbelievably, to the point where I couldn't even swallow my own spit without throwing up. I could not eat. Again, it was summertime, so it was like, I can't stand being outside in the sun. Moving around just makes me super sick. I can't hold down water. I can't hold down food. I can't even stomach eating anything. So my whole first trimester went this way. I was pretty much throwing up, vomiting, sick, couldn't stand the heat, all the way up until I hit my second trimester, believe it or not. Going into the second trimester, I'm not gonna lie, I was so happy about not being as sick and not having to spend days in my bed. Literally, I would say I can't pronounce the word, but I will leave it right here, of being super sick with morning sickness during your pregnancy. There's a specific term for it, and we're just gonna call it HG for now. I do know it's H in there and there's a G. So we're gonna call it HG for now. But I was super sick that whole first trimester. It also was coming up that it was gonna be my birthday, and if you know me, and this is specifically for friends and family, give me shots of tequila for my birthday. Patron, Casamigos, you name it. When it's my birthday and I'm a Leo, and if you know Leos, our birthdays, we celebrate all month long. And my birthday being in August, I was slightly bummed I could not celebrate the way I'm used to celebrating, where I'm turning up. It's my birthday all month. Send me shots every weekend. We're just gonna have a ball the whole month of August. Plus, I have some friends and family that also have birthdays in August. So we're literally celebrating from August 1st to the last day. And even into September, we're probably still celebrating. So I did have to do my birthday a little differently. I got a party bus. I got my girlfriends. We went out to eat in Philly. And even though I couldn't drink, they were drinking for me. So that was absolutely okay. I wasn't too upset because my gift was I have a baby on the way. That was the gift for my birthday. My present for myself was this baby is coming, and we can always make up for this birthday next year when I turn 27. So that was a-okay. It wasn't that bad. So continuing on with the second trimester, again, I was feeling a whole lot better. I wasn't as sick. I wasn't throwing up all the time. I finally could catch some of my energy back. And the only thing I was anxious about now was finding out what the gender was. And I just had this feeling it's my girl. Like, it's definitely my girl. I cannot wait. And it got to the point where I started having dreams. Like, I went for the NIPT test, where it usually tells you, or it does tell you, what you're having. And I didn't really want it to be a surprise. At first I wanted a gender reveal, but then a piece of me was like, I want to know right now. So after I took the NIPT test, I was so anxious waiting for the results. I was literally dreaming about them. And this is actually how I found out. I had a dream the day before, like literally the night before I got the results in an email. I had a dream that I read the results. At first I wasn't going to read the results. I was going to let like my mom or my sister read them. But for some reason, I just had a dream that I read the results and it turned out to be a girl. And the next day, I think I was driving or I was on my way somewhere, and I happened to check my emails, and my email had said that my LabCorp results were ready. And for some reason, I just knew that that gender was in those results, and I could not help myself. I logged into my LabCorp portal to check out all the results, the other results, the NIPT, and everything that they test for on that. It's like literally a blood test. Everything that they test for on that, everything had came out really good. And I noticed that one of the results was fetal sex, and it said consistent with female. So I was over the moon. It was something I already knew, something I had already felt, and it just confirmed everything that I've been feeling, just being super sick. Even though, you know, everything is wives' tales, apparently. You don't really know what you're having until it's confirmed. But when it said consistent with female, I was immediately just completely excited. I had to hurry up and call my mom. Again, she's been my biggest supporter throughout this whole pregnancy. She is so excited to be having a granddaughter. She's probably 10 times more excited than I am. She was over the moon about this, and I just felt relieved. Like, not saying I wouldn't have been happy if it was a boy, but I need a mini-me. If you know me, bougie baby is on her way. if you know my business, Bougie Bae Closet. So naturally, this was going to be Bougie Baby. So Bougie Baby, she's coming 2023. I cannot wait. Before I could even tell my son that it was a girl, he was with my mom, and my mom had already told him. And if you know my son has been saying, as long as he could talk, he's always wanted a baby sister. He didn't want a baby brother, he wanted a baby sister, to the point where he was like, if it's a boy, you're taking care of it. If it's a girl, it's all mine. So of course my son was super excited to hear that he's finally gonna have a baby sister. His name for her is Baby Sissy. Every time I walk in the door, anytime he's checking on me, he's calling her name is Baby Sissy. I'm seeing how Baby Sissy's doing. I want to see my Baby Sissy. He loves his sister so much, and he's going to be an amazing big brother. Super protective. He's already overprotective. This is his baby. He does not want anyone near his baby. His baby sister is super important to him, and he loves her so much, and I'm super excited that I will have that big brother baby sister bond for them, and that I was able to give him that. It was what he wanted for a really long time. He's always wanted a sibling, and he's always wanted it to be a girl. So my son got exactly what he wanted, and I know he is going to be even more happy when she's here and he can help take care of her. And it means a lot to me, definitely, that they're gonna have an amazing bond, and they're going to have each other through and through everything. And that was probably the best part for me, was seeing the look on my son's face when he was expressing how much he was excited that he was having a baby sister. As of today, we are officially 6 months pregnant, 24 weeks to be exact. We've got 16 more weeks to go, 3 more months, 3 and some change. Once we hit that 40 mark, my official due date is March 4th, and honestly, we cannot wait to meet Baby K. Her name's gonna start with a K. Baby K. So Baby K is on her way, March 2023. I am, again, just super over the moon, and I'm super excited to take you guys on this journey with me. So you guys, that is pretty much the announcement, how I found out the gender. Everything has just been, I can't even imagine having this happen any differently. I'm really thankful to everyone that has been super supportive and that's been congratulating me on this. I'd say it's an accomplishment. Going from 1 kid to 2, like I said, I wasn't really expecting it, but it has been a treat. I cannot wait to have both of my babies and just taking care of them. It's definitely a wonderful experience being a mom and having a son who is full of love, but now to have a little Miss Sassy Pants Baby K coming in and stirring up the pot. I am super excited. I don't really know if you guys could see the bump, but there's the bump. We are, again, 6 months and not super big with my little Leo tattoo, my lion over there, but we are definitely just elated, just over the moon about it. And I really, really thank you guys for everything, all of the comments, all of the support. And like I said, I really cannot wait to share this journey. Now that I have more energy, I can record a lot more. I can be on my feet a lot more. At the beginning, I was super tired. Way up until about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half, I just did not have the energy to record or do anything, share really too much of any content. But now that I feel really good, I'm super excited to share that with you guys. And excuse me, you guys could stay tuned for more. I can't wait to tell you guys about my cravings and all of that. So please like, comment, subscribe. I cannot thank you guys enough for sticking with me through this journey, and even after I have her, I will definitely be doing a lot more content. But again, subscribe for all of that content if you want to stay up to date with how my pregnancy is going, everything like that. I am more than happy to share it with you guys, and I will see you guys on the next episode.